Okay, here's the progress I've made thus far. I have managed to make the pathfinding work fairly well. It's a mix between generating the pathfinding grid graph with the spatial mesh, as well as the floor and walls. One issue I have seen is that with the plane finding and walls, it seems to cut off doorways entirely, which segments them from the game. So if I go into this room here, the character can't follow me because technically it sees it as just a complete wall, which is an issue I want to fix. That seems to be more of an issue with the plane finding algorithm than anything else. I've looked a little into the code, but I haven't actually looked too far to try to fix that. I have attempted to do subplanes, and subplanes still seem to have the issue where it'll close off the doorways. As you can tell right here, I got my soldier. He's life size. You can see a little bit of LOD as I get closer and further away, where the geometry gets simplified and more complicated up close. I may try to switch to a cheaper shader with him just in case to try to get more frames per second. But since I'm only rendering one guy and maybe some other, like this ceiling lamp up here that I have placed to the height of the ceiling, should be relatively cheap to do, but I'm still going to try to make them faster in case I want to do multiple enemies. Let's see here. So let me see if I can get him to follow me. He may still clip through some things because his capsule collider I made have a small radius, which gives a little bit of an issue here. So as you can tell, he's going to try to move through there. So he's moving around the chair. The transition, as you can tell, is rough between his walking and his idle pose here. That's simply me because I am testing right now, and it simply just has a speed of 0 and 1, so it's pretty instantaneous. I'd probably want to interpolate between those two values to get a smoother transition of sorts. He is a little floaty. That's partially because of the animation. And if you'll notice here too, he will shine through solid objects. That's simply my choice as well for debugging purposes right now. I don't have the occlusion shader on. I instead just have I have my own transparent shader on, so I can see him through walls and see where he's going. It's like that. We creepily walk through him here. And then he's set to walk through me at a certain distance here, or towards me. I do need to probably make his collider a little bit wider to better represent his leg shape and everything like that. Right now it's just trying to represent just his midsection. But for the most part, making progress. The main goal is, for the most part, he's not going to be doing too much walking anyways, other than his main patrol path. That itself, which would be kind of randomly generated based on the environment anyways. So I'm thinking I'm getting close enough to where I can start working on the rest of the game mechanics, because I think this is at least at a rough enough level. It should work fine for now. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to share at the moment. Just a little bit rough going here. Still seems to, the performance seems to not be too bad. Let's see if I can get him to go a little bit closer here. So here you'll see he does still get stuck every once in a while. Oh, there we go. I think it happens when he can't find a path. He just keeps walking in one section. So I'm going to try to figure out, because the pathfinding script that I have, while I'm grateful to have it from the original developer, it is very, very basic, and it doesn't take into consideration a lot of different possible scenarios that may happen with pathfinding. For example, if he spawns within a grid that is non-walkable, the old script would have him just be stuck there. I added in some helper functions that will move him to a walkable